Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and those who are neither, wherever you are in the world. I'm Ramblin' Rusty Elm, and you're watching Ramblin' with Rusty, Starfield Edition.
Ah, home, sweet home. Now, where did I leave my cozy slippers? Maybe I didn't bring them. Got a moment? Let's catch up.
Okay, so there you are.
I've been thinking a lot about my early days in Constellation lately. Got me pretty nostalgic, and I started digging in some old things, just sort of reminiscing. I found some of Irvin's last messages to me and thought I'd listen to them again to hear his voice.
Whoa, wait, what? Nah, I know what he's talking about. That sounds depressing.
I guess I didn't think of it that way, but yes, it was sad. It was also comforting, though. So, most of the messages were everyday things. Lots of excitedly written news about biodiversity and plant life. But one thing stood out. In one of his messages, he mentioned this job that he took at a mine shortly before he died. He said something terrible was happening there, but the message was garbled after that.
Interstellar communications isn't always reliable.
True, but this was different. I recognized this pattern from the war. A portion of the message was encrypted. Well, Vasco helped me decipher it. Turns out the message was from Irvin, and he was begging me to help him. The message was short, but his voice was pained. He was so upset.
That must have been difficult to hear.
Yes. Hearing his voice in so much pain was very difficult. Oh, I wish I had noticed this message when he sent it. So in this message, Irvin said he was being framed. He said they'll do it again. He asked if Constellation could send more help.
Framed for what?
Not exactly sure, but he mentioned a court case. So I think there's a paper trail. His former employers had some job he took before he died. I think it was a mining company. It is, but I was thinking about it, and well, it's still wrong, right? So I figured, hey, I can do some sort of a remote investigation here, see what I can find out. There's got to be a paper trail, right? Now, I happen to have a trustworthy contact who knows a bit about law and owes me a favor. I'd need to pay in advance in case there are any access fees or bribes.
That's Barrett's way of asking me for money, apparently.
That works. I'll tell them to go ahead with the investigation. You know, hearing Irvin's voice again made me want to help him, even though I know I can't. Does that make any sense?
If Irvin was that upset, it must still be important.
I appreciate that. It's going to be hard to get some sleep tonight after all this. But the fact that I'm doing something about it might be enough to help. Hopefully poking around in old records doesn't catch the attention of Hephaestus. Well, anyway, I'll let you know if my contact finds anything.
Alrighty then. So apparently I've been doing something right, since Barrett moved on to the next part of his quest. Let's see. Yes. We are on our way to Volai. But we got a few things to do here in Seoul before we leave the system. So let's take a look at what we have going on here. I need to go to Aquila and pick up that beer. Let's see. Calcium on Titania, Iapetus, and Callisto. We've got resources on all three of those. So now I've already forgotten what it's supposed to be. Okay. Let's see. Titania, Iapetus, and Callisto. Titania is out here. Real Ariel. And let's see, Europa. There's Callisto. I think Triton. Okay, so it must be. Oh, there's one down over here. Pharaon. Okay. Mimas, Dion, Iapetus. We'll do that one last since we need to stop at Titan anyways. So we'll head over to Titania. Really? Oh, I never.
Breach that hole. All systems fail. Cram is offline. I want that target wiped out! When we're done, there'll be nothing left. That drive is down. Keep them locked. All ecliptic forces removed from this sector. Those mercs didn't have a prayer. You clean them up like you've done this before. Any way we can repay you?
I like that one. Yeah, I think salvage rights are going to be enough for
Okay,
me.
all yours. Watch yourself now. Ending transmission.
So let's see. I need to redistribute some power. Oh, okay. Let's see who's leaving. Somebody's trying to take my. Oh, and they're taking off already. Damn it. Well, that means they're either ecliptics or spacers. The Varun don't drop people off and leave them behind. And anybody else, the ship would have stayed. Extreme solar radiation. There they are. Ecliptics.
Well, this isn't going to last long.
Yeah, that's 4 dead ecliptics.
All yours.
You want to go flying? Here, let me give you a helping hand. Maybe you make it into orbit. No, it looks like he's going to come back in. Okay. Didn't throw him hard enough. Don't know where he ended up, but I'm sure he's a ways out there. Okay. Welcome to the Cave on Titania. Here, we will be looking for Caesium. And look at that. Found it already. Okay. Now that's kind of a neat little picture there. I think maybe I'll grab a photo of that one. Let's see. Let's zoom in just a bit. Ooh, look at that. You can see the rings. Let's go with the rule of thirds here. There we go. Get the horizon just at the bottom third line. Got Saturn just above the top third line. And complete emptiness right in the center of the screen so that it draws your eyes to the edges. I'm not sure why that's a thing, what it is. It's supposed to make for good photography. But every picture I've ever seen and liked, the object you're photographing is right in the middle. So, okay. Alright, one Calistonian. Huh. There's a good question. Would it be Calistonian? Callistoes? That's what I'm doing this right. Let's see. Let's try this way. I know we're not here to find Caesium. Oh, let's go the same direction. That way, you never again get lost. Of course, it only holds true if you're not exploring a large-ass room. Palladium. This is perfect. Alright, that's that. And this time, I can fast travel to the ship. Being as I am not super overloaded. Yeah, we're here. Okay.
Just passing along intel to friendlies. Over.
Okay.
This is a commercial passenger transport liner wanting to alert you about hostiles in the system.
This is Sol. What hostiles could be in the system?
It's our company's policy. Us friendlies have got to watch each other's backs out here. Safe travels, stranger.
Of course, I did just kill. Okay, let's see what we got down here. Ooh, it's an ecliptic ship. I might be able to actually get my hands on it and sell it. Three ecliptics down. Where's number 4? Oh, and the ship's taking off. Oh, that sucks. Actually, yeah, come to think of it, I did discover the cave, so I just fast travel back to it.
Sorry, I was lost in a Yeah, so let's make sure we have everything. Be prepared. prepared for anything, right? Uh-huh.
Okay, let's find our resources. Wow. This place is crawling.
Ah, come on!
Yeah, come on. What the hell was that? Bethesda? Come on, Bethesda. These people live in a society where gun safety should be the first thing taught in kindergarten.
Let's get out there and do something. Let's see if I have space for that.
I'll have to check and see if I got better.
No, that's all I have too.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Well, having collected the resources from the 3 different moons on Sol, or in Sol, we are going to head over to Titan, where we have a enter new homestead. There we go. Our final activity in the Sol system, other than stop and running over to a New Atlantis to pick up some beer. There we go. Titan. We get our gun strength around.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. And we're done. Well.
And we're done sticking our nose in your business. Now there's a shot I took with my...
Gotta hand it to these folks. They've decided that Sol is worth fighting for.
On the planet of Murphid 6B, I believe it was. Let's see, that's not what we want.
You should inspect. Got anything you need to offload? Trade authority? Sure, how about it?
Just because I changed my weapon assignments, everything has now been moved into the freaking cargo hold. I'm gonna have to dig that shit back out, put it back where I had it. I just don't understand why the devs made that decision.
Finally, a museum. Now we're in the good stuff.
Barrett, this is a colony, not a museum.
New Homestead is a living history exhibit, but these are real people, so please be kind to them.
Lots of history here, if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, personally, I'm not much of a history buff. Well, that doesn't look too historic. Okay, well, our job was to enter the colony, which we have done.
Hey,
Clinic.
you might want this.
Barrett, you got something for me?
Here, I got this for you.
For me? Thanks. You have a good eye for this kind of stuff.
In my line of work, it's a requirement. Anyway, I figured you might have a use for it.
Definitely.
It's not a problem. If I see anything on our next expedition to a planet, then I'll hang on to it for you.
Oh, food. Well. Gee, thanks, Barrett. Okay, where? Really? Jeez. I have really got to get the resources together and build a landing pad there.
Me to the stars, Captain.
That's another thing that the developers need to do something about. I mean, why are we automatically dismounted from our ship every time we visit one of our outposts? Even when it's just to stop and pick up some resources that have been collecting for us.
Okay.
Pick up some
Hello.
gear to take back to...
I am legally required to remind you that management ain't responsible on account of something bad happening to you in here.
Yeah,
You buying? What's it gonna be?
yeah, I'll take
Yeah.
a drink.
All right.
And... see, aid. I want one bottle of the Jake Stout, if you please. And then I'm going to take all your money. It looks like I just might accomplish that. And then some. Yep, well, I'll go ahead and I'll take a 1 credit loss. Not that big of a deal.
Well, bye.
And we're going to give this gal her beer, which you saw me do back in episode 29, but got undone when I redid the ship. So we're going to get that taken care of now. And
I wish Deimos was
we're going to go ahead and give
exclusively
her
a military
the copper
contractor.
we have too.
If you have any questions, I love questions.
Here's that drink
Yes,
for you.
thank you so much. And just so you know, I definitely will not be drinking this on the job. Definitely
Yeah,
not.
right. I don't believe you. But
I
that's
hope your
okay.
Deimos ship has been serving. Let me see your manifest. We'll unload that from your ship right now.
Alrighty.
Deimos ships are responsible for countless victories. They're a true
Hate coming here.
history.
I don't know why I ever took this second contract from them. Okay, let's see what's left. keep switching us to that. And let's see, why am I going down into those? Activities. Let's see. Frank Rennick is the gun seller on Neon. Clover's on Neon. Kelton is the scientist on Alpha Centauri. Visit the London landmark on Earth. When did I pick up that, I wonder? Well, I guess you'll get to see what Earth looks like. They left just enough impression that you can kind of make out the colonies, or the continents. Colonies, good lord, for cat. Rusty. And here's all the orbital garbage we left behind, of course. Because if I didn't know better, that's where only the uber rich and the Green Party got off Earth when it was time to evacuate. All us poor schlubs in the working class got left behind to die along with the pets. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. All that's left of human civilization on Earth is apparently this one tower that's so dark it looks like it could have come out of Lord of the Rings. See if we can find a good spot to take a picture of it. Yes. Give some more light so you can actually see this thing. Yeah, let's try a filter instead. Ow. That was bright. Okay. Well, that's about the only one that lets you actually see it. Alrighty. Well, that wraps up our adventures in the Sol system. And I think that will actually get us back on track with our adventures. Let us continue on next time in the next system. We'll probably keep going on the cleanup run, trying to get all these little side quests out of the way and off our list. So I think next time we'll head on over to Neon and work on those side quests. I'm Ramblin' Rusty Young. Have a good night. Don't forget to stop and smell the roses.